It is time now for the PHL 11 o'clock news for this Thursday night, January 27th, 2015. Good evening, everyone. Peter Wiggins here. Your 11 o'clock news headlines. Our top 311 is the aftermath of the blizzard of 2015 here. As a powerful blizzard struck Boston and has threatened New England on Tuesday, leaving some 4.5 million people grappling with as much as 3 feet of snow and close to flood, but sparing New York City residents with a few inches. Here's the latest on the blizzard. From Massachusetts, travel ban to be lifted at after midnight. Here, MBTA service will return tomorrow. Commuter rail, bus, subway, and boat lines will be back and running, but give it a little patience because you could experience delay. So the MBTA service will be returning to its normal schedule tomorrow, slowly but surely. Here, Mayor Mayor Walsh of the city of Boston is ordering the residents of the city to stay off the roads tomorrow as Boston is under a snow emergency here. A winter storm warning is in effect at 4 a.m. for Southern New Hampshire and Summer Maine. Boston snowfall 23.3 inches. Wind speeds are still blowing from now until Wednesday here. Some of the snow totals: Nashua, New Hampshire, 33 inches. Hudson, New Hampshire, 32 inches. Litchfield, New Hampshire, 30 inches. Londonderry, New Hampshire, 26 inches. Thompson, Connecticut, 33.5 inches. Putnam, Connecticut, 30 inches. Methuen, Massachusetts, 31 inches. North Reading, Massachusetts, 27 inches here. Logan will be reopened at 6 a.m. as airports and the transit system will be returning back to normal. But, as you know, expect delays, as many regional transit routes around the region will be going back to normal, but experience some delays here. Most schools will be closed by tomorrow as a cleanup will get underway, so the schools around the region will have a second day off due to the blizzard of 2015 here. Power outages so far here. National Grid has 7,082 customers in the dark here. 6,491 of them are in Nantucket here. So, and Star has 10,595 customers in our dock, mostly on the South Shore from Marshfield down to Cape Ann. So, if you are any of those customers and are still in the dark at the 11th hour, try to find a way to stay warm while no power is out, because it is going to be freezing tonight. So find a way to keep yourself warm. But if you don't, seek shelter from a friend or family. Okay, here's more info here. More snow totals here. Lunenburg, Massachusetts, 36 inches. Auburn, Massachusetts, 35 inches. Littleton, Massachusetts, 34 inches. Nantucket, Massachusetts, 12.5 inches. 12 inches at Nantucket. 18.5 inches for Providence, Rhode Island here. Worcester, 33.5 inches. East Falmouth at 26 inches. Somerset at 24 inches. Plymouth, 23.8 inches. Fall River and New Bedford got 21 inches. And North Attleboro got 18.9 inches here. As coastal sections on the Bay State got most of the damage from the blizzard here. The blizzard is winding down, but the winds are still howling, with winds gusting up to 40-45 miles per hour and wind chill readings so far below 0 to single numbers around the region here. And here are more snow totals. Westford at 35.8 inches. Milford at 30 inches. North Chelmsford at 32 inches. Kingsburg at 32 inches, Lancaster 30 inches, and Sharon 31 inches, Ipswich at 26 inches, and West Yarmouth 24 inches here. And coastal flood advisory for the South Shore of Massachusetts, Cape Downs for tomorrow here. As we're going to have the current weather conditions coming up on the weather segment of the 11 o'clock news in a couple of minutes here. Meanwhile, other news around the world here in Albany, New York. Embattled Speaker Sheldon Silver will be gone by Monday, and Assembly Democrats are strongly united that Governor Cuomo and Mayor de Blasio should keep out the picking his successor. President Obama dashed from India to Saudi Arabia on Tuesday in a hastily planned trip aimed at setting out the right fit with a new leader of a key ally. Finch in San Francisco, Apple is famous for sending its friends. As in China throughout Apple's fan success by following one for years, Apple rivals like Samsung offering its large screen smartphones here. As the travel ban will be lifted at midnight in Massachusetts here. As with a massive snowstorm finally winding down, Governor Charlie Baker said late Tuesday afternoon that he will be lifting a travel ban in eastern and central Massachusetts at midnight, and the MTA public transit service would resume on Wednesday. Auschwitz survivor has revenge 70 years on. Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has said a new Islamic State video threatening to kill hostage Kenji Goto within 24 hours is despicable. In the latest sound of Libya's descent into chaos, gunmen stormed a luxury hotel used by diplomats and businessmen in the capital on Tuesday, killing 10 people. In Nashville, Tennessee, a Tennessee jury on Tuesday convicted two former Vanderbilt University football players on a campus of rape of an unconscious female student. The deaths of 5 family members in Utah last year were revealed Tuesday to be a murder-suicide committed by parents fueled by drugs and possibly inspired by epileptic paranoia. In Washington, the Army has expected decided that the company is proud to proceed to display action against Sergeant Bo Bergdahl, the soldier who had left his post in Afghanistan and was captured and held by the Taliban for years before being. The plan was to take away a very generous tax break for college savings that a few years ago, President Obama outlined the all-about energy strategy these days. His strategy seems to be doing no harm. Singapore's central bank unexpectedly eased monetary policy, sending the currency in the weakest since 2010 as the country joined global policy makers in ensuring enough the growth amid dwindling inflation. In equities, the New York U.S. stocks closed more than 1% lower on Tuesday as this was results from a number of bellwether companies prior to weakening conditions, while an expected decline in durable goods orders also weighed on. AT&T, one of the largest U.S. telecom companies, said Tuesday its wireless sales grew nearly 8% in the 2014 fourth quarter, but reported a net loss of $4 billion as operating expenses rose. A slew of economic reports Tuesday highlighted by the growing confidence of the consumers and an emerging concern of business as consumer confidence surged to a more than 7-year high in January as gasoline prices continued to tumble and job growth surged. Take a look at stock market report here. The Dow 17,387.21 down 291.49. S&P 500 2029.55 down 27.34, and Nasdaq 4681.50 down 90.27 here. The Apple Watch will ship in April, as CEO Tim Cook said on Tuesday that ended speculation about when Apple will release its first new category of product in more than 4 years. Communities in the Atlanta, Charlotte, and Nashville and Raleigh-Durham metro areas will receive Google Fiber soon as spread by what it described by the overwhelming consumer enthusiasm. Google and Joint Trust said when it soon begin rolling out Google Fiber. GoDaddy has pulled a 2015 Super Bowl commercial due to backlash from animal lovers after it featured probably being sold by its owners on the internet. Well, who else was he going to call as Dr. Paul Feig took to Twitter on Wednesday to reveal his all-female leads for his upcoming Ghostbusters reboot. The Fantastic Four will Stretch, Sneak, and Blaze Cobra their way back to the movie theaters this summer, and now the latest iteration of Marvel's first band of genetically modified misfits have a probably epic trailer to mark the occasion here. Astronomers say that discovered a planet with a gigantic ring system that is 200 times larger than the around Saturn. It is the first such structure detected around a planet beyond our solar system. The NASA adapters and alien conspirators may finally have an explanation for the coffins, cats, and Obama statues seen on Mars. Some guy put them bare. Microsoft founder Bill Gates donated $1.5 billion for vaccination and immunization efforts as Gates announced the donation at the Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunization Conference for Berlin. Here, take a look at New England alerts here at 11:10 as Minnesota officers shot outside City Hall, City Council building in New Hope after being sworn in last night. Hater Channel News Time, 11 in the evening time this late Tuesday night here, and take a look at the traffic situation here on this late Tuesday night. As the travel ban for Central and Eastern Massachusetts will be lifted at midnight tonight here. And Rhode Island, I believe, has lifted its travel ban by 8 p.m. here. So if you plan to venture out on the roads after the travel ban tomorrow, use some caution and be patient. But if you're not, spend another day in the comforts of your home here. Peter Channel News on 11:12. Time now for the weather situation here on this late Tuesday night here. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 11 o'clock. 15 degrees at temperature overcast with haze. Humidity 74%. Wind speed northwest about 10 gusts at 22 miles per hour. Barometer 29.63 inches. Super about 8 degrees. Visibility 3 miles an hour and a wind chill 3 above. It's freezing outside here. Okay, current conditions around the region here. 14 degrees at temperature right now here in Boston and in Pittsburgh and in Beverly. 13 in Bedford. It's 10 in Worcester. 11 in Sturbridge. 12 in Webster. 14 in Milford. 15 in Norwood. 16 in Taunton. 16 in Bedford. It's 19 in Plymouth. 16 in Falmouth. 21 in Chatham. It's 17 in Marsh Vineyard. 18 in Wesley. 15 in Wesley. 18 in Block-On. 12 in Smithfield. It's 23 in New York City. 21 in Islip. 20 in Montauk. 19 in Long Island. It's 15 in New Haven, 14 in Danbury and in Middletown. It's 12 in Waterbury. It's 14 in Hartford and Windsor, Connecticut. It's 13 in Springfield. It's 12 in Amherst, 14 in Greenfield, 11 in Athol, 9 above in Northam, 7 above in Pittsfield. It's 13 in Albany, New York. It's 12 above in Saratoga Springs, New York. It's 8 above in Rutland, Vermont. 1 below 0 in Bennington. 7 above in Brattleboro, Vermont. It's 12 above in Keene, Hampshire. 9 in Jeffrey. 10 in Local New Hampshire. 12 in Concord, New Hampshire. 11 in Manchester, New Hampshire. 13 in Nashville, New Hampshire. It's 17 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And 16 degrees up in Portland, Maine. Here. Okay, take a look at our surface map around the country. Shows a cold front stretching off the Oregon and Washington coastline, and pink front from central portions of British Columbia. A cold front from central Alberta, stretching to central Saskatchewan and Manitoba, and up into western Ontario. A stationary front from south-central Alberta, stretching to southern Saskatchewan. Down for Dakotas, central Nebraska, down for Kansas and Oklahoma here. And a cold front from central Florida and out to sea. We got a front from southern Ontario down for Pennsylvania. Another front from western Tennessee down for northern Alberta, northern Alabama down for Georgia, down for western Carolina is there. And a front from northeastern New Mexico stretch to western Kansas. Another front from eastern Wyoming down for southwestern South Dakota. With a pair of low pressures right in northeastern Colorado and western portions of South Dakota here. And another patch of low pressure in southern Idaho and southeastern Nevada and southeastern Washington with a front from western Idaho down for southeast Washington down for Oregon here. And another low pressure off the Oregon coastline here. And high pressures in northeastern Mexico, western Colorado, north central California, and northeastern Wisconsin here. 20 degrees that temperature right out here in Detroit. 18 in Pittsburgh. It's 32 out of Washington, D.C. 39 in Atlanta. 60 in Miami, Florida. 59 in Brownsville, Texas. 62 out in Dallas, Texas. 45 out in Kansas City. It's 42 out of Omaha, Nebraska. 25 in Chicago. 31 in in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 52 in Great Falls, Montana, 51 in Seattle, 61 in San Francisco, 60 in Los Angeles, 56 in Las Vegas, 42 in Salt Lake City, 53 in Denver, 52 in Albuquerque, and 67 degrees out in Phoenix, Arizona. Here, the latest radar situation here at 11:15 here is the remaining snow showers covering much of eastern Massachusetts and Cape Cod and northeastern Nantucket and northern Martha's Vineyard and stretching out northern and western Rhode Island there and around Providence there and stretching out into northeastern and east central Connecticut, stretching for Hartford down for Springfield down for western Massachusetts, down for Connecticut, down for central portions of Long Island Sound and eastern portions of Long Island here, and some snow showers on Albany, New York here, and we're seeing a lot of snow showers from eastern New Hampshire down for western, central, and northeastern portions of Maine, and stretching on for southeastern Quebec around Quebec, and some snow showers south of Montreal and around the Montreal metropolitan area and around northeastern portions of New York State. Here, zooming out of the radar, so some snow showers around West Virginia, snow and sleet around northeastern portions of North Carolina with some rain showers off the North Carolina coastline here, and some snow showers around rain, sleet, and snow showers on Southern Idaho down from northeastern Utah and north central and northwestern portions of Nevada. Rain and sleet around northwestern portions of Colorado. Some rain showers in western Oregon and Washington State mountains here, and some snow showers in east central portions of Washington State. Rain, sleet, and snow showers in central portions of Alberta, and some snow and sleet central portions of Saskatchewan here, and some snow and sleet from western Ontario down for northeastern Minnesota down for northwestern portions of Wisconsin here. Okay, satellite loop, and it shows a lot of clouds covering much of New England around eastern New York around New Jersey and covering much of Quebec down for the Canadian Maritimes. A lot of clouds from Wisconsin stretching in over Minnesota covering much of the Dakotas, stretching out on Montana, western Wyoming, and around covering much of the Pacific Northwest down for Northern California down for Nevada. A lot of clouds from western portions of Arizona, stretching it in for western New Mexico down for the central portion of Mexico. Here, alright, a forecast discussion around the region here. Alright, forecast discussion around the region here. The blizzard continuing to wind down this evening, but improvement will take the longest across the far southeast New England coastline here. Other than that, a few ocean effect snow showers on Wednesday across the Cape and Nantucket will be dry and cold for the rest of the region as the cleanup begins as plains. Low pressure will bring another chance of snow Thursday night, Friday. Dry but very cold. Air looks to fall for the weekend, and a third storm may affect the region Sunday night and Monday here as a near term until 6 a.m. Wednesday morning here. Highlight steady snow bands will taper off across eastern New England by the early morning hours. A dry and cold Wednesday, except lingering snow showers at Cape and Nantucket here. 10:50 p.m. update. Vertically stacked low northeast of Cape Cod with come ahead across New England resulted in mostly light snow across the region average. Still have a few heavier snow bands beckoning from the ocean across eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and we allowed the winter weather advisory and most of the winter storm warnings expire. We will have winter weather advisories for east coast of Massachusetts from Cape Ann to Cape Ann, where another inch or two of snow is possible within blowing snow. The snow will gradually end after midnight from west to east, but ocean affect snow showers will likely continue all night across Cape Cod. Winds are starting to diminish, and this trend will continue overnight and however. Areas of blowing snow will continue here. As we're going to take a look at the Futurecast radar here. Still snowing in the overnight hours here. The snow will move out of the region and still be stored on central and outer portions of Cape Cod and Islands and up south eastern New Hampshire and up in the southern portions of Maine here. And then at 3:30 a.m., the snow will move out here, and the Cape and Islands could see some clouds and some ocean effect snow showers off the Cape and Islands in the morning before moving out in the afternoon for a dry and clear and a cold Wednesday and tap. So perfect for a cleanup, but make sure to dress very well while you dig out because it is going to be freezing out. Day one tonight, winter storm warning, but that's over. And now days 2 to 7, Wednesday through Monday, Thursday night and Friday, accumulation storm is possible with another low pressure system, but anticipate light accumulation at this time. And Friday night, wind chill. North of the Mass Pike may reach 15 degrees below zero. If so, a wind chill advisory may be needed here. Okay, take a look at 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For the overnight hours of tonight, a chance of snow showers may have before 3 a.m. Cloud skies will low around 9 degrees. Wind chill values as low as 5 below zero. Northwest wind about 9 to 17 miles. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Total night time accumulation 1 to 3 inches possible. Wednesday, mostly cloud skies high around 23 degrees. Wind chill values as low as 2 below. Northwest wind about 8 miles per hour. Gust as high as 28 miles per hour. Wednesday night, most of the coast got low about 5 degrees, and northwest wind about 3 to 7 miles per hour. Thursday, increasing clouds with a high near 30 degrees. Light and variable wind. Thursday night, snow likely may after 1 a.m. Cloudy skies will low on 23 degrees. South wind about 3 to 5 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 6%. Friday, snow likely may before 9 a.m. Cloud skies high near 34 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 6%. Friday night, most of the clouds got low about 7 degrees. Saturday, most of the sun got about 19 degrees. Saturday night, most of the coast got low about 6 degrees. Sunday, most of the sun got about 24 degrees. Sunday night, chance of snow, most of the clouds got low about 15 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 40%. Monday, chance of snow, most of the clouds got about 31 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50%. And Monday night, most of the clouds got low about 7 degrees. And for Tuesday, most of the sun got high about 18 degrees. Peter, what a phrase of the day. A blizzard is over, but the wind and the chill still lingers here. Peter Chill News Time, 11:22, time now for Sports Roundup here on this late Tuesday night here. As we take a look at the NHL scores with 13:40 left in the second period, and Ducks lead the Vancouver Canucks 1-0 here. Minnesota Wild and Edmonton Oilers 1-1 to score for 2 periods. Out in Edmonton here. Calgary Flames lead in the Buffalo Sabres 3-1 with 5:30 left in the third period. Pittsburgh Penguins defeat the Winnipeg Jets 5-3. New York Islanders defeat the New York Rangers 4-1. Philadelphia Flyers over the Arizona Coyotes 4-3. Columbus Blue Jackets over the Washington Capitals 4-3. Detroit Red Wings over the Florida Panthers 5-4. Montreal Canadiens over the Dallas Stars 3-2. Carolina Panthers over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Carolina Hurricanes over the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-2. And Nashville Predators over the Colorado Avalanche 4-3. NBA scores. Golden State Warriors leading the Chicago Bulls 49-39 with 6:09 left in the second quarter. Los Angeles Lakers leading the Washington Wizards 49-33 with 5:58 left in the second quarter. Toronto Raptors over the Indiana Pacers 104-91. Milwaukee Bucks over the Miami Heat 109-102. Cleveland Cavaliers over the Detroit Pistons 103-95, and Memphis Grizzlies over the Dallas Mavericks 109-90 here. Okay, we're going to take a look at men's college basketball scores here. CSU Bakersfield leading San Diego Christian 69-43 with 6:07 left in the second half. UNLV 46, Nevada 43 with 10:29 left in the second half. It's Boise State 16, Colorado State 13 with 10:45 left in the first half. VCU 72, George Washington 48. Kansas State, Lozano, West Virginia 65-59. Xavier 66, Georgetown 53. Tulsa 62, Tulane 55. Eastern Michigan 76, Ohio 40. Toledo 70, Miami, Ohio 65. It's Akron 59, Ball State 47. Buffalo 77, Western Michigan 71. It's Bowling Green 56, Northern Illinois 46. It's Kent State 63, Central Michigan 53. Virginia Tech 70. It's Pittsburgh 6-7 found in overtime. It is Michigan 58. Nebraska 44. Georgia 70. It's Vanderbilt 62. LaSalle 53. St. Joseph 48. It's Evansville 89. Indiana State 78. It's Oral Roberts 94. Table College 53. It's Oklahoma State 64. Baylor 53. San Diego State 58. Fresno State 47. Utah State 56. Wyoming 44. Florida 52. Alabama 50. It's Arkansas 69. Tennessee 64. Texas A&M 71. Auburn 61. And the Providence Friars DePaul game got postponed due to the blizzard, and Michigan State Rutgers game got postponed due to the blizzard there, or the snowstorm. And the Wheaton men's basketball game at Emerson Jimmy Wheaton College against the MIT Energies will be rescheduled to Thursday at 7 p.m. instead of Wednesday at 7 p.m. due to the snowstorm. And the Not Lancers and the Dover Sherburne girls basketball team game at Northern tonight has been scheduled to a date to be determined, and the same goes for the Northern Lancers boys basketball team against Dover Sherburne and Dover Sherburne on Tuesday. So that game will be played at another date. Okay, take a look at women's college basketball. Oh, that's the women's. Okay, let's take a look at the women's college basketball scores here. Temple 71, UCF 54. Presbyterian 51, Campbell 42. It's High Point 73, Coastal Carolina 65. It's Liberty 62, USC Asheville 58. Charleston 74, it's Columbia International 33. It's Radford 59, Gardner Webb 49. It's Winthrop 63, Logwood 62, Baylor 89, CCU 67. It's American University 59, Navy 49. It is Tulane 63, Houston 46, and UIC 60, Valparaiso 42. Alright, take a look at some sports news here on this Tuesday night here. In Phoenix, Marshawn Lynch literally did something to express contempt to the assembled crowd of 200 media members as he made his way to the podium at the start of Media Day. Earlier Tuesday, 19-year-old Madison Keys prevented an all-women's semifinal by Aston Venus Williams as Serena Williams responded with a statement victory over Dominika Simoka that should give her playing momentum as she tries revenge. Her Venus is lost to Madison Keys. The conference today has been dominated the Super Bowl talk for more than a week, began to fade a bit on Tuesday's Media Day as there was still question about the Patriots. Sharp most of these that say they're focused on Super Bowl 49 and the Seattle Seahawks. And Robert Kraft, the Patriots owner president, defends partying with Goodell, and he rips Rich Sherman's Stanford education. The slam dunk contest has been a premium skills competition during the NBA's All-Star weekend since its inception in 1984. There will be little doubt that will continue to be the case in 2015. The Toronto Maple Leafs have paid tribute to a retired goalie, Martin Brodeur. The WM Phoenix Open draws big names for the biggest year yet as Tiger Woods teed off to the ninth tee during a practice round at the Waste Management Phoenix Open at TPC Scottsdale on Tuesday. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao exchanged phone numbers at the Heat game here. Pittsburgh Pirates outfielder Travis Snyder is traded to the Baltimore Orioles here. And in Phoenix, the charm of NFL that is every once in a while, it's steadily controlled and converted passion. It goes so wonderfully that it folds itself as disrupting NFL's careful order. Richard Sherman speaks his mind. The Pittsburgh Penguins Acquired Maxim Olympia from the St. Louis Blues in exchange for Marcel Goc. And that's going to be it for the Page Channel Love Golf News on this Tuesday, 2015. I'm Peter Woods. If you have a good night with a goodbye today, I'll be see you tomorrow morning with the list on the aftermath of the blizzard of 2015, along with a normal news, weather, and sports. Peter saying good night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good night.